The U.S. is reaching its debt limit once again, and Congress must raise the spending limit to avoid economic consequences. But will Democrats and Republicans find common ground in the process? Here's NTD's Melina Weisskopf with the details.
$31.4 trillion. That's the current national debt. Congress will soon need to act to raise the debt limit, which was last raised by $2.5 trillion in December of 2021.
Paying bills that we have already incurred. Federal investments in our defense, in housing and education, in infrastructure.
But in a sharply divided Congress, this task won't be easy. Republicans aiming to use the debt limit as leverage to win spending cuts elsewhere, such as returning to spending levels of 2022 or dollar-for-dollar cuts for any borrowing increase.
To be able to rein in out-of-control spending.
Speaker McCarthy saying now's the time for negotiations.
Let's change our behavior now. Let's sit down. He's the president. We're the majority in the House. The Democrats are the majority in the Senate.
But the White House is pushing back, saying that this issue should be non-negotiable.
As President Biden has made clear, Congress must deal with the debt limit and must do so without conditions.
Democrats in Congress accuse Republicans' proposed spending cuts as a way to hold social welfare programs hostage.
We are not going to allow extreme MAGA Republicans to hold the American economy hostage, hold Social Security hostage, hold Medicare hostage.
Leader McCarthy last week making a vow to protect those programs.
We will always protect Medicare and Social Security. We will protect that for the next generation going forward. But we are going to scrutinize every single dollar spent.
The U.S. did borrow $1.4 trillion in 2022. That's a figure that the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget calls staggering. That committee goes on to say that we should not be borrowing $4 billion a day, calling it an apparent debt addiction that is harmful to the economy and the budget. And Secretary Yellen has told lawmakers that the Treasury will begin to use so-called extraordinary measures to stay under the borrowing limit. Those extraordinary measures include things like suspending new investments along with other measures. But these tools that the Treasury has to stay under this borrowing limit will run out come summer, by which time lawmakers will need to have had to come to an agreement on raising the debt limit. Reporting in Washington, D.C., Melina Weisskopf, NTD News.